Welcome to Balance Energy Health. This is a short video and presentation as just as an overview and introduction to the new testing system and in-clinic software program. My name's Philip Rankin. I'm the founder and managing director. Look forward to just a quick 10 minutes on an unscripted PowerPoint presentation. Our vision, our goal is to share the empowerment of self-driven optimal health for everybody that's interested in looking after themselves. We say your health is in your hands with this new system. We'll quickly have an overview of where this has come from. We'll look at health by the numbers. We'll look at the instruments and the kit, the software available on the phone and the desktop, and how to get started. How it all began was with a gentleman called Dr. Kerry Reams in Orlando, Florida. He, at the age of 21, founded the formula for perfect health for all biological life. He studied agriculture and was an agricultural engineer with soil chemistry testing. When he founded the formula for perfect health in Orlando, he went to talk to this man that had founded the components of energy, heat, electricity, and matter. And he asked Einstein, when energy is pulled apart, how do we put it back together again in the human body? And Einstein said to Reams, that's for you to find out. And so he did. Spent his life's journey in working with tens of thousands of people with different health issues. This is a formula that expresses the perfect health in the human body. It's a complex mathematical equation determines energy loss precisely. It's a simple urine and saliva measurement that gives a remarkable view into how the entire body is dealing with food and fluid intake, digestive effectiveness, and removal of waste. It basically on a set of numbers, there's no guessing. We combine gender, age, height, weight, and genetics into the equation, and it looks at energy in and energy out to optimize health. Perfect health is the energy equation for the line of least resistance in all biological life. What we're looking at is a baseline here of perfect health. It starts with common sense. We look at a percentage of total sugars or carbohydrates in the urine. We look at the pH of the urine and the saliva, and we look at salt as a conductance reading. With those four numbers and those three instruments in the kit, you can find how far away from perfect the biochemistry is. A practitioner will further investigate the cell debris and an undigested protein in the urea with a chemical test. From those set of numbers, we plot the numbers on this chart, and we look and see how far away from perfect, or in essence, how far away from that blue zone we call the healing zone the biochemistry is. And then we take all the steps and measurements we can to move the numbers towards the healing zone, whether the salts and carbs are too high and we lower them, whether the pH is too low, acidic, or too high, and we change that speed. There's no guessing. It's all in the numbers. We know where the biochemistry, we start with and where the biochemistry is at. We know where we want to be. And using food, fluids, lifestyle behaviours, supplementation, ancillary treatments from practitioners will bring those numbers back into the healing zone, and life's fantastic. We keep it simple. It's all about energy. We're measuring the efficient energy production in the body, whether the carbs and salts are too high or too low, or whether the pHs of the urine will be too fast or too slow. Simply test, measure, analyze to optimize the biochemistry, whether that's a week apart, 4 weeks apart, or 3 times a day for the elite athletes. We test, we measure, we analyze, and optimize the biochemistry. No guessing, it's all in the numbers. So the B kit in a set of instruments, we have, it's a very complicated process and complex information, and taken them and created a home testing kit to look at 4 health markers. We look, and from that, inputting those results, we'll get a summary analysis. That summary analysis is available on phone, desktop, app, anywhere around the world, and it'll give you all of the information you need to see how far away from perfect your biochemistry is operating. So this is what the report looks like on the front screen, and each of those boxes have a drop-down section in your app. The hydration score, health score, we'll go and have a look at those now. And all of these boxes here have a drop-down information behind them to learn about yourself. What to take, what to eat, and what to do. Mineral supplementation, food, and ancillary treatments to change those numbers back to an ideal place. Here's some charts. The health score is a couple of months of testing at different times. The numbers will bounce early. We're looking at the average line. So if you look at the dark blue line, you're looking at the average of the biochemistry on all 4 numbers starting to reach a healing zone. And we want to get above that green line or close to it, thereabouts. So up the top there in results, we've adjusted those in the program. We've got a carbohydrate reading with a score and then a healing range that we're trying to get into. So with these, all 4 scores have all scored high, giving an average 90% health score. The next one is a hydration. We look at carbs, salts, and the body mass, and we look at general averaging hydration in the biochemistry over all of those tests, improving those results. And that's typically the aim for anybody, is to not to be too concerned about highs and low numbers, but to get an average number increasing to a good place for the biochemistry to operate at its optimum, healthy, natural state. We suggest hydration amounts there in litres or millilitres per half hour. There's some more information in hydration rules and cautions and sugar rules in your app, in your pocket. There's a history of all of the test numbers. In particular, we're looking at the blue square, which is the weakest link, meaning that's the number the furthest away from perfect and where the most amount of energy loss is occurring in the biochemistry. It's the one we approach. We approach them all, but this is the one that's causing the most energy loss. Some of the elite athletes that have taken on the testing and really enjoyed it with much success, Sally Fitzgibbon, women's pro surfer, has been testing and really loves, she calls it her companion. We're down in Adelaide for the Adelaide 500 with Dave Reynolds, and got the thumbs up there coming on the track. Maddie Boyle is a champion, junior champion in Australia for archery, and is taking the testing kit with her to Madrid for the World Championships. Up top there's Chumpy Pullen, our Olympian and ex-world champion in snowboard cross, all getting a big benefit from the testing. So how do we get started? Contact your practitioner. There's 3 easy steps to join. Select a kit, choose a subscription, and simply sign up, fill out the form and sign up with some information. The home kit, the easy to get started home kit plus is $350 plus a monthly subscription. Single person, choose single or choose multi, up to 4 people. You can do a whole family as many tests as you wish. It's unlimited testing numbers. Some athletes are doing it 3 times a day. Some people are doing it maybe 3 or 4 times a week. You get a summary analysis. You get all your reports. It's quick, it's easy and fun to use. The personal B kit with the professional instruments is $850 plus a subscription. There is a postal kit that your practitioner has available, is to order that online at the Balance Energy Health, and that'll be directed straight back to your practitioner. So a practitioner can have a test results back to you within 7 days in Australia. There's an express post bag in that report, so it includes postage both ways. You'll have an analysis and a report within 7 days. And practitioners order that online, or you can order that online and send that to your practitioner. There's support and information in the website. There's some monthly information newsletter sheets for any up and coming news. We invite people to a webinar every second Tuesday to listen to stories, understand a little bit more, have questions answered, and join the community that's using the testing and really benefiting from it. There's some in-clinic flyers, some health and wellness evenings that we've done online in webinar at different places. There's a testing kit, using it at my favourite place, or one of my favourite places in the world. You can take it anywhere, you can input the numbers and have your results instantaneous. Thank you. Ask your practitioner how to get started. It's fun, it's easy, and it's simple. And begin your training with webinars and evenings every second Tuesdays. Lots of support on the information and the testing. Thank you very much. Enjoy your night. Thank you.